no, Vegeta! I'm gonna take you down!
Alright everyone, JB here, and we're back with another Dragon Ball Legends video on the channel today. And today, we're going to be discussing this new banner that we got that's supposed to be dropping tonight on Reset. Now, of course, besides, the Tien and the Buuhan, there's also, there's other characters on there like the Beerus, the Frieza, the Golden Frieza, and the Purple Whis that was on the previous All-Star banner. So we're gonna talk about a little everything, a little these guys' kit real quick and see if they're worth you summoning or not. But as always, man, if you're enjoying the content you see, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It's totally free, and we're about almost 40 subs away from hitting 4K. So appreciate everybody for supporting me and everything. We're almost there, man. So first off, I know everybody lives in different regions and everything, so I'm gonna explain this, right? So for my region, for some people in Central Time, it might be 11 p.m. CDT, but for most people it'll be 1 o'clock CDT, which means on Reset, which is, let's say, 31st. But for those that are in 11 p.m., that means the banner's gonna drop before Reset for you guys, So first off, we got Majin Buu, right? This guy's a red type. I don't think we even we have a red type in the game, I think, or it might be purple. It's purple and green if I'm sure, right? He's a red type. He's a range type. So got this down on regen, got this down on PO and absorption. Nobody really uses absorption, so if anybody really uses this guy, he's gonna be on regen, right? Or PO. So his special move, right? Now it's called Energy Ball. He deals massive explode damage, 30% special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts, plus 20% chance to inflict faint on hit. Now that's not the greatest, right? But faint can, if it's sometimes you get lucky, it can definitely help out. But this guy, I think he has that effect like the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, where every time he does a super attack, he gets it gets a buff, So maybe I don't really see anybody just going back-to-back super attacks. We can look, when this guy drops, we're gonna look at how his super attack is, if it's a charge in, or maybe it's like a blast type super attack. But 30%, I feel like is really decent. 30% is only for 3 timer counts though, so maybe if you want to throw back-to-back super attacks, you're gonna have a buff, so the next one will hit even harder. So main ability, right? It's called I'm Done Playing Games With You. Draw a special move arts card next. Then you're gonna restore 20% health and ki by 50. Then you're getting another 20% to damage inflicted. So after you pop this main, that's permanent. That 20% to special move damage. And then you also have this right here, on your next. So pretty much, you're drawing a special move arts card, right? So I mean, say for example, you just hit the opponent with a special art card, right? You're drawing another one next, you're getting 30% because you just hit them with a special move arts card. And then you're going to be getting another 20% permanent. So that's 50% if you hit him with another one. In that time period though, in the time period, for 3 timer counts. And that's a lot. That's a lot. And there's plenty of equipment out there too that you can buff up even more special move damage. So this guy's going to be hitting pretty hard on special moves, in my opinion. And then you also seal 1 enemy card slot. And the sealed card slot cannot be used for 10 timer counts. Okay, so that's not bad. Special skill. So this will be his green card, Evil Smog. Draw a blast arts card next. You restore ki by 40. Then you're getting 30% damage to blast damage for 10 timer counts. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. He obscures all enemies' cards. So he got like the Whis effect, pretty much, where if you get hit with the green card, I don't know if it's going to be like one of these green cards where you just pop it, or you have to actually hit the opponent with it for it to activate. But all cards are turn. Yeah, so it's the Weeze effect pretty much, where they're turned face down and they're shuffled random. And this is for 3 timer counts, so not bad at all. You know, got his Z ability. He's buffing up Majin Buu Saga Regeneration. So it looks like if you get him to at least 6 stars, he's gonna be buffing up Majin Buu Saga Regeneration and Powerful Opponent. Now, I'm just gonna look at the max right here, right? So you're getting plus 3% blast arc damage inflicted by tap regeneration. Then you're getting 35% to Majin Buu regeneration and PO for strike and blast attack. So that's not bad at all. You know, that's definitely a lot. You know, I feel like this guy, that's actually a lot, you know, for regen, because regen already doesn't have the best equipment in the game. So, you know, these Z abilities are going to be like the main buffs of people that like to run a team, you know. Now, before we get on to the other abilities, you know, me personally, me being a content creator and everything, I know a lot of content creators are going to summon on this because they're content creators. But me personally, I'm not summoning on this, right? And the reason why I say this, so there's a chance, you know, we get a collaboration with the superhero movie that's dropping later this month. And I think it's on like the 19th or the 20th. So it drops on, you know, later this month, a few weeks from now. So there is, well, not this month. We're technically still in, you know, July, but next month in August. Y'all know what I meant. But yeah, there's a chance that we get something for that, you know. We didn't get it for the anniversary, so maybe they can redeem themselves and bring that, you know, when the movie comes around. So hopefully we do get that. You know, if we do, your boy's gonna be ready. You know, I'm gonna be ready. Then we have his unique abilities, his first passive right here, Ultimate Majin Power. So he applies this when the battle starts, 80% damage inflicted, 30% of blast damage inflicted. Then he's getting reduced damage received by 50%. So this guy, you know, I think you're gonna want to build him mainly for blast. You know, equipments that give him a lot of blast damage, because he's getting plus 30% right here. If I'm not mistaken, his green card also gives 30% for 10 timer counts. So, but I think his green card might be where you might have to actually hit the opponent with it. So, you know, we'll see how that is whenever he gets, you know, dropped in the game. Now he also minus 10 to blast art cards. Then he notifies attribute downgrades on normal conditions for 60 timer counts. So it looks like this guy, he's type neutral, you know, when you first start the battle. So for example, if you have a blue unit, then he should not, you know, he should be type neutral, because, you know, he's nullifying the attribute downgrades abnormal conditions. Yeah, so for 60 timer count, which is actually, in my opinion, good. You know, so, you know, start a battle, there's no type advantage, it's type neutral. So that's actually good, in my opinion. Falling Infestator every time on attack is evaded with vanishing step. Reduce enemy key by 30. Inflict enemy attribute downgrade -1 to your card art speed. And then he randomly destroys one enemy card. Wow, okay, and this guy, he might, you know, this Buu is actually looking really good. You know, might change my line, you know, he might change my mind further down the line, you know. He's looking alright, you know, in my opinion. So he gets the following effects every time. Yeah, every time the enemy switches in with a new character. He gets 40% of damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, it only activates once. Okay. Reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 1, activates 3 times. So that's the first passive, right? And that's actually, this guy's gonna be hitting hard, especially with blast damage wise. He's already getting 30 for just his passive, and you know, there's no timer on that. Then he's getting another 30 on his green card. And then, you know, he's also getting another 40% damage inflicted if he's on the battlefield and an enemy switches in with another character. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage, in my opinion. You know, they only gave him 50% for reduced damage. I feel like they could have gave him at least 60 or 70, you know. But, you know, he's already doing a lot of damage with Blast so far, the way I'm seeing it. Now, second passive. The following occurs every time he enters the battlefield. So he has 30% damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Jesus Christ. Notifies on unfavorable element factors for 10 timer counts. Activates twice. So he does type neutral when he enters the battlefield. Okay. Then he counts his enemy attribute upgrades, activates twice. And then he also has a cover change. So he knocks back the enemy if it's performing as a strike arts. Okay. Hey guys, this guy, he might change my mind. He's looking really, really good right now, you know. He's not looking too bad, you know, far as like defensive wise. I think we have some red Zenkais, you know, that you can run to buff him up. Like the Rose, you know, the Rose, he buffs up PO, and this guy's a powerful opponent. There's also, I don't know, there's somebody else that I'm not thinking of, but you know, we'll talk about that maybe in another video. Then he applies the following facets upon landing a blast arc. So he's restoring health by 3%, restores vanishing darts by 10%, draw a blast arc card next, activates twice. So this resets when he switches out. So he's getting the androids treatment, except he's got it in his passive. He has both of them in his passive. Except I think he has more on the vanishing darts. He's getting 10%. And then you're drawing, Jesus Christ, this guy, his blast damage is gonna be out of this world, bro. Like, he's literally, you're drawing this twice. He has the Super Saiyan God Blue, the Legends Limited Vegito passive as well, where he's drawing 2 more cards, except it's for blast. And then he's restoring health and vanishing darts. No man, this man is crazy. That man, he is crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro. Now, 10, you know, we haven't had really too many like just out of this world 10s in the game, so you know, I expect his kit, you know, to at least be alright or good for certain teams, you know. Now he is on the Super Warrior and Majin Buu Saga tag and episode. He's a range type, and he is going to be blue. Very interesting, right? Special move, Blazing Crane Strike. He deals massive impact damage, and then he plus 25 to his critical rate for 3 timer counts. So, and then you draw a special arch card. Okay. Next on hit. So this is a charging type of you know, super attack. It says blast armor. He does have blast armor, so that's actually good. Then you're drawing another special arts card. So that can either be a special move arts card or special arts, meaning just like a green card, you know. Now we're gonna look at his main ability, because you know his blue, they gave him blast armor, so I'm gonna have to assume that, you know, it's alright, but I feel like Majin Buu has a little bit of more value, you know, in my opinion. Now, main ability, a Savior's Arrival, restores own health by 30% and ki by 50, randomly draws at most 3 new cards when you have 3 or fewer cards. Then you get -3 to own arts card for 30 timer counts, and then he cancels attribute downgrade. So all debuffs, he's canceling that, right? And then he's also drawing, it says at most 3 new cards. So pretty much you can literally go a full combo with this guy, and then pop your main ability, and then you're gonna be getting your, you know, you're gonna be, it might be a waste, you know, it might be a waste if you use it for just getting new cards. But if it's like late in the game, maybe you're restoring health and ki by 50, then you're getting 3 more cards, you know, if your deck is empty, and then it's -3 to all those art cards, so you're able to combo for a little bit, right? Now that's not bad at all, you know, 15 timer counts for that to activate. So we're going to be looking at Soaring Crane stance. This is going to be his green card. Now he shortens allies substitution by 3. It restores own vanishing dodge by 70%. You do that 3 times, and then increases own art card, so the draw speed pretty much, by 1 for 10 timer counts. Then plus 100% to own ki recovery. So that's not bad, you know. Like I said, I probably said this before, you know, but I would take ki recovery anytime over criticals, you know, unless you're literally putting you know, you're using like a Super Saiyan team, right? but he's getting 100% for 10 timer counts. You're reducing the substitution by 3. Then you're restoring your dodge by 70%. So literally, that's actually good. His dream part is actually good. So far, I'm liking what I see with his dream part. And his main ability isn't bad at all either. I feel like that is definitely we haven't even looked at his passive yet, but it's definitely a W in my opinion. I'm liking the green part so far. So pretty much you can do, some combos with this, because you pop a green card, you're restoring your vanishing dodge, and then your draw speed is going up, and the key recovery is going up by 100%. So you literally can just combo forever. Not forever, but if you play it the right way, you can combo for a good, a good minute, a good time period. So Z ability, we're gonna look at it at max. So if you get this dot to at least 7-star plus, you're looking at 3% special move damage inflicted by Majin Buu Saga. Jesus Christ, plus 42% to Super Warrior, Majin Buu Saga, or Element Blue base blast attack and strike defense. So that is actually really good. Even if you don't get them to 7-star plus, at 3 stars, it's not bad at all. 28%. So I don't think they're gonna do like the double Z power, but hopefully they do. Because that actually, whenever they do that, it's actually more beneficial, for us. Now we're gonna look at his first passive, last minute reinforcements. So he enters the battlefield. He's getting 30 ki. Yeah, when he enters the battlefield. So he did 30 ki, 90% damage inflicted. Then he reducing damage received by 60%. And then he reduced the enemy ki by 30. It's not bad at all, man. He's done a little bit more of a buff toward the defensive and support wise helping out than Majin Buu. Majin Buu, I feel like he's just, I didn't really see anything too much besides the reduced damage. He's not gonna really be tanky. Maybe a little bit tanky. He's gonna be in the boost system when they drop it tonight. So I feel like 10 is a little bit more balanced, because Majin Buu, he's getting a ridiculous amount of special move and blast art damage. So literally, man, he's gonna be like the powerhouse for attacking for people. So we're gonna look at right here. Every time 40 timer counts elapse from the battle start, you restore an ally's health by 20. Then you get 10% damage inflicted by allies. Okay, then plus 10% damage inflicted by Super Warriors or Majin Buu Saga or Element Blue. And then you're inflicting enemy with attribute downgrade minus 60% to key recovery. So that's not bad. Like I said, he's a little bit more balanced. He's actually, he has a little bit more buffed up from the reduced damage received, and then he's also supporting his allies. So once that 40 timer counts hit, your people are getting 10% inflicted damage, and then you're also getting 20% health. And then it's actually 20%, because you can actually run this guy on let's see, Majin Buu, Super Warrior, or Element Blue. I wouldn't really see anybody running a mono blue team, but definitely Majin Buu Saga or Super Warrior. We got a new few characters in that. Now we're gonna look at the second part of his passive, right? Critical suppressor fire, 30% to damage inflicted for 5 timer counts if own key is 50 or higher after using the arch card. Okay, that's not bad at all. So I feel like 10 is more balanced, right? And then every time an ally other than this character uses an arch card, you're getting 5% damage inflicted. So that activates 4 times, so that's up to 20%. Then you're getting 15% to critical rate. Then you're getting a plus 2% critical damage inflicted. Okay, so this activates 10 times, so that's 20% as well. So, like I said, I don't really see anybody, unless somebody puts this guy on the Super Saiyans team and then just throws him in the slot, like the leader slot. I don't see him being like, doing critical damage like that. You got some equipments that you probably can throw on him, but at the end of the day, the best chance of him getting like some critical is you throw him on a Bardock Super Saiyan team. and that'll be his best chance. So you're getting 20%, and this is for every time, you know, another person uses the arts card. So by the time, you know, if you're using a couple cards, you know, you're getting this buff up right here, damage inflicted. And then also he enters the battlefield, you're getting the 90% damage inflicted. You're getting the key by 30. Just keynote, right? Let's see. It says key is 50 or higher, right? So you're getting 30 key when you enter the battlefield. 90% damage inflicted. You know, reduce the reduced damage as well, and then you're reducing the enemy key by 30. So you know, this guy, he has the kit and the means for being a balanced character in the game, right? The way I see it, if you throw these two on a team, it's definitely going to be very good, in my opinion, because Majin Buu, you got this guy for, like, he's basically a powerhouse, in my opinion, with all this damage he's getting for blast arts and the special move. Is that he's a powerhouse, man. Tien, the way I think of this guy, he isn't, you know, too buffy on defense. He's balanced, right? 60% damage, 60% reduced damage, 90% damage inflicted. Then you're also getting some buffs on if you're switching out, and then you're using arts card. So you know, this guy, he's balanced. He's getting buffs for inflicted damage, and he got, you know, his kit is balanced. It supports his allies as well. You know, with after you be in a battle for 40 time counts, and I feel like for most matches in PvP that are like average, I feel like that's an average time. You know, some matches go quicker, but 40 timer counts, 60 timer counts are around the average match for a pretty good match for PvP, in my opinion. So yeah, man, this guy is you know, both of you guys, I feel like they're definitely worth it. If you guys want to summon, it's definitely up to you guys. You know, the way after I looked at their kit, you know, I might summon. You know, I might summon, but you know, as far as right now, I'm not gonna summon. You know, I'm not gonna summon. I know everybody else is gonna summon. You know, like my man DB Zoom, you know, Zakashi, Virgil, Ryuden. I know all of them are gonna summon because, you know, they're content creators. You know, but me as a content creator, I'm gonna save my stuff for maybe the bigger banner if we get a collaboration with superhero, right? So, as always, man, that's gonna be the end of the video. But as always, it's your boy JB. I'm out.